How are you, my dear learners? It's been a while. Welcome to another English class with me, Teacher Shira. In this lesson, you are going to learn about affixes. Before we start our lesson for today, don't forget to subscribe on my channel. Click the notification bell to get more updates. Like, share, and comment in this video. Because learning is bliss, learn with Teacher Shira. Now let us test what you already know about affixes by answering these quick questions. Try to identify the meaning of each word and write your answer in a sheet of paper. As we go on in this lesson, try to analyze if your answers are correct. Number 1. Retell. Is it A, tell again, B, tell before, or C, do not tell? I'm giving you 5 seconds to think of an answer. Number 2. Odorless. Is it A, much odor, B, full odor, or C, with odor? And last, for number 3, illegal. Is it A, not legal, B, legal again, or C, legal before? Again, as we go on in this lesson, analyze if your answers are correct. By definition, affixes are additional morpheme or element placed either at the beginning or ending of a word to form another meaning. What is a morpheme? A morpheme is the smallest meaningful unit in a language. The main difference between a morpheme and a word is that a morpheme sometimes does not stand alone, whereas a word, by definition, always stands alone. Since affixes is a morpheme, it is not a word itself. It is just a group of letters added to a root word to change its meaning. Affixes as a morphological item is classified into two: the prefix and the suffix. These classifications are helpful in determining a meaning of a word. What is the difference between a prefix and a suffix? A prefix is a group of letters placed at the beginning of a word that changes its meaning. Here are some of the list of the most common prefixes. We have an, which means not, in, miss, this, and il, which means not or no, and re, which means again. Let us have an example. We have here the word rewrite. The root word of this example is the word write, and the prefix that we add is re, which means again. Thus, rewrite gives us the meaning to write again. On the other hand, a suffix is a group of letters placed at the end of a root word that changes its meaning. We have here the list of the most common suffixes. We have full, which means full of, less, which means without, and or, which means one who does or performs a certain action. We have able and able, which means capable of, can be, or able to. Let us have another example. We have here the word meaningless. The root word in this example is the word meaning, and the suffix that we add is less, which means without. So meaningless means without meaning. Now that you know what affixes are, let us deepen your understanding about our lesson by doing this activity. Use words with prefixes and suffixes to replace the words inside the parentheses. Do this in your notebook. Number 1. The prince is not worthy for the throne. I'm giving you 5 seconds to think of an answer. The correct answer is unworthy. An is a prefix which means not. Crossing in this dark tunnel is not possible. The correct answer is impossible. Possible is our root word and im is our prefix, which means not. The old television was without worth. The correct answer is worthless. Worth is our root word and less is our suffix, which means without. To sum up, affixes are additional morpheme or element placed either at the beginning or ending of a word to form another meaning. If an affix is attached to the beginning of a word, it is called prefix. If an affix is attached to the end of a word, it is called suffix. That's all for today, my dear learners. I hope you have learned something about affixes today. Thank you and God bless.